Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for another episode of the Handle That podcast, man. We out here in Wisconsin, the beautiful state of Wisconsin. Get this shit, right? I'm in a city or a town called Sheboygan. I shit you not, Wisconsin is one of those states where it has the funniest names for like towns and cities. You got Sheboygan, apparently. You got Fond du Lac. I think I saw another one that was like Walla Walla Bang Bang or some shit like that. It's a lot of crazy ass names for these places out here. But let me just go ahead and put my phone on silent. Forgot to do that. There we go. So we're gonna jump right into it. Story before the story. Was looking at some articles and whatnot, and apparently Tim Tebow is fighting for a fourth. He's in the tie for the fourth spot on the tight end part of the depth chart for the Jaguars. Listen, man, I don't know when, but sometime soon Tim Tebow needs to just go ahead and get back to analytics and not analytics, but like get back to like, you know, sports casting and shit like that, because football, it's just not his thing. You know what I'm saying? I know they say never give up on your dreams and stuff like that, which he never did, you know, but he, you know, it's good to know the people that he knows, but you might want to pack it in, because if you're like, I mean, fourth, like who even is the fourth string tight end? Like what does it, special teams, right? Like what the hell? I got something going on with my nose. Yeah, I do coke. Fuck up. But anyway, like who even, like what? Yeah, anyway, just pack it in. But anyway, the main point of this whole thing, PJ, I believe his name is PJ Anderson, right? PJ, oh no, I think I might have his name wrong. Let me just go ahead and make sure I got this information right. PJ Washington, my bad. PJ Washington, right? Apparently he has to pay $200,000 a month to Brittany Renner, very famous Instagram model. He has to pay her $200,000 a month in child support for the kid, right? And they say it's rumors. They say it's, you know, well, he said that it's rumors. He actually came out and was like, stop the cap on social media. And, you know, people have their own opinion about it. Some people want Brittany Renner to be brought up on charges. It's funny. They want her to be brought up on charges for trapping him. Because she is one of those chicks, man. Like, she is definitely one of those chicks that you have to avoid, right? You have to avoid her, because especially when you get a lot of wealth. One thing I tell a lot of people, a lot of young cats, is when you start to make money, and I by no means have a shitload of money, but when you start to make money, when you start to better yourself, you start to get access to a lot of other shit that you couldn't get access to previous, or prior rather, right? Like when you start to work on your body, you get access to more compliments. When you start to work on your finances, you start to get access to more women. When you start to work on your life, you get access to a better life all around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really feel like I have something hanging out of my nose, bro. What the? Anyway, so he did what he had to do, got her pregnant and whatnot. And now it's like he's got to pay all this money in child support, whether it's $200,000 or not, per month. Like a lot of professional athletes end up paying, you know, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars per month for kids that they have with, you know, women that they're not married to, or excuse me, they might get a divorce or whatever. And I'm like, bruh, back to what I was saying about telling the younger cats, when you get better access. When you get better at life, you get more access. And it's like, you got to be cognizant of the people that you have around you at all times, especially when you have a lot to lose. When you one of these motherfuckers out here where you just ain't like, man, fuck it, I just do what I do. I don't want to do shit. I ain't about shit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. When you one of those cats, you do what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? You've already made it up in your mind that, you know, I don't really want shit out of life. But when you're on the other side of the spectrum, like a lot of cats that I associate with, you have to understand that the better you get, the higher up that ladder you climb, the more you'll have to lose, right? And what comes along with that is a lot more snakes, a lot more knives, a lot more smiling faces with crooked smiles, a lot more, a lot of things come with that can fuck you up. Like one of the most gangster quotes I ever heard was, you got to watch out for people that, you got to watch out for people who you call your friends, because sometimes that pat on your back is looking for a soft spot to stab you in. One of the most gangster quotes I ever heard, right? Oh, gotta take a sip of this here drink. And so you really got to watch out for these people, because they really mean you no good. Now, people are like, man, she should be arrested for trapping this dude. She should be this, she should be that. Man, listen, I'm gonna go out and say how I feel about this shit, right? Me personally, bruh, she shouldn't have to go to jail. Even though I think this is fucked up, I think it is really fucked up that, these Instagram models, they don't look at their kids as, oh man, I brought life into this world, I'm gonna raise him up or raise her up to be a great person, I'm gonna da-da-da-da-da. They don't look at their kids like that. They look at their kids as cash cows for rich niggas, right? Motherfucking professional basketball players, actors, NFL players, baseball players. I'm pretty sure they do this shit in other countries, but I never hear about it because I'm not over there. But it's like they look at their children as a source of income, and they look at the guy who they had sex with as a cash cow. Now, that mindset is very easy to detect. I don't care what nobody says, right? Brittany Renner is probably the easiest snake as far as Instagram models go. She is probably the easiest one to seek out and avoid, right? Because she makes it known. This chick literally said, my favorite professional sports team is of the guy I'm fucking at that time. I'm like, oh my God, man. How do you fall for that shit? How do you fall for that? You know what I mean? Like, all right, bet. You go out here, you're already, okay, you're pre-select. You're tall, you're over 6'2", anything over 5'7", well, not 5'7", that's a little stretch. Anything over 5'9" is tall, technically. Because the average woman is like, what, 5'2" or something like that? Like, hold on, let me see. Just so we don't get it mixed up. How tall is the average woman?
5'4".
Bet.
According to Cleveland.
I need to know all that. Anyway, so the average woman is 5'4", right? So I'm 5'9". My girlfriend is 5'6", right? So I literally tower over her. You know what I mean? And I'm only 3 inches taller than her, but I'm wider. You know what I mean? So these cats are like bare minimum 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". You know what I mean? You're pre-select. You're tall as fuck. You're athletic, so you're gonna have a great future if you go down that route. You're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna have access to a lot of shit. And these women, they see you like that, and then they go after you because they only look at your money. They don't look at you as the person. Right? They look for your money, but they don't look at you as the person. Excuse me. And she literally makes it known that she's a fucking toss-up. And she's proud of it. Right? She tells these women, hey man, if you trying to get a nice little payday, I believe she did say like a quote, like, if you trying to get a nice little payday or whatever, go fuck with an athlete, because they are the easiest motherfuckers because they're dumb. Right? It's like you stroke his ego, and then you stroke his weenie, and then, you get him to fuck you raw, and now y'all got kids. And I'm like, damn, dog. How do you fall for that, bruh? And people are really feeling sorry for this dude. I'm not. Because it's like, bruh, you knew what she was. He's young. He's not even, man, see, my dog, Google, even though they track every single fucking thing we do, I gotta revert to my dog, man. How tall is PJ Washington?
PJ Washington is 6 feet 7 inches tall.
How old is he?
He's 22 years old.
Okay. He is 22 years old. Bro, I'm 29. I just turned 29 like last week. And I am constantly on social media. I fucked that word up. I am constantly on social media. TikTok, make sure to follow me on TikTok. Instagram, make sure to follow me on Instagram too. YouTube, make sure to subscribe to Abdul Aesthetics and subscribe to the Handle That Podcast channel that you're watching. I'm on, I'm not really on Twitter like that. Facebook sucks ass, but I stay on Facebook and shit just to piss people off. I'm all over social media. This cat literally, and I was introduced into the social media era. This cat literally grew up in it. You know what I mean? Like cats who are like, anywhere between 10 to 20, 22, 23. They literally grew up in the social media era. So it's like she's all over. At one point in time, she was the most sought after Instagram, whatever model, quote unquote. Her and I believe her name was Cocaine Lorraine. Real thick chick. Yeah, man, and they were like all over the place, and every guy wanted to be with her and stuff like that. Then she started to fuck with celebrities and fucking athletes and stuff like that. And I'm like, bruh, if you see the type of character that she has, why do you go out here and put your weenie in her unprotected? And then I just don't get it, bro. I would literally be trying to find any type of loophole clause that I could, to see if I could get something worked out. Because, man, this is ridiculous, bro. And then the only person that really loses in the situation is the kid. Because you already had this kid in error. You didn't want this kid just for the sake of having children. I am a firm believer. Like, I don't see myself having kids for another 5-6 years, maybe, right? I already don't believe in westernized marriage, but I don't you know what I'm saying? Like, I am a firm believer that if you have kids, if you have a child, first and foremost, your goal should be to build a family structure, not just to fucking suck and have kids. Just be like, hey, we fucking suck, and if we have kids, hey, we got them. Hey, that's what it is. No. That shouldn't be your goal, bro. Your goal should be to, and here again, this is just my opinion. Your goal should be to start a family unit. Because the vast majority of people who literally are in this country, there's a lot of people who were mistake babies. None of us were really planned, bro. Like, your whole family. Think about it. From 2000 to now, the majority of your family was not planned, bro. I don't want to say none, because I like to say that dumb shit. But a big portion of us were not planned. We're just mistake babies. And we just grew up because we yeah. It's another reason why we have so many fucking problems. But hey. That's a, different topic for a different day. We talking about PJ. What is his first name? Paul Jefferson Anderson Washington? I'd be fucking that boy name up. What? But yeah. And I'm like, bruh. But see, the thing that happens is a lot of these cats, man, they grow up already being that guy. You're taller than everybody. You're faster than everybody. You can jump higher than everybody. You have more access to a lot more things. People treat you better because, you were probably one of, if not the best player on the court at all times, until you got to the collegiate level. Then that's when you play with other people who were the best on the court at all times, right? People literally treat you different when you're that type of guy. So he probably was around a lot of yes men who didn't tell him what he needed to know growing up. Or even fast forward to when he got into the NBA, and just cats don't want to fuck up their portion of the money. They don't want to fuck up the bag. So they tell you what you want to hear, just because they're afraid that you might cut them off. But sometimes, man, you got to tell, hey, man, don't fuck with her, bro. Don't fuck with him. Don't sign that contract until you proofread it. Go get a lawyer involved. Do this, do that. It'd be in your best interest to think about that. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these cats aren't really built like that. You know, they don't have that in them because the people around them who actually have that in them are too afraid to fuck up the bag. Because it hurts to fucking, not hurt, but it's hard to tell a motherfucker about themselves and come from a good place. Now, you can tell a motherfucker about themselves all day long. Oh, you ain't shit, boy. You ain't never been shit, bro. I beat your ass, your mama and your daddy, your grand. You know what I'm saying? We talk shit to each other every day. People talk shit to each other every day. Sometimes it's malicious. Sometimes it's for fun. But when you have to approach a guy and tell him straight up, hey, man, I know you Mr. Big Shot, first round draft pick. You just signed a fucking a $75 million contract or whatever the fuck you signed. Hey, listen, there's going to be a lot of women that's going to come at you, bro. It's going to be a lot of women that's going to throw themselves at you even more than in college. You thought you was getting something going in college, nigga? Bruh, wait till you sign on that fucking dotted line. And don't get signed to a team in a fucking massive city like Miami, LA, Houston, Dallas, Charlotte, New York. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. And like, cause that's where motherfuckers literally go, you know, Atlanta, that's where they go to vacation. That's where they go to actually meet, you know, rich niggas, right? A lot of quote unquote bad bitches literally, you know, get together, organize little groups, go to like All-Star Weekend, you know, championship games, playoff games, you know, Super Bowls, all kind of shit like that. They literally go to the cities in which they know the guys are gonna be there, and then they just, you know, try to score with them. And it's not hard. Like, if you a woman, guys are already throwing themselves at you all day long just because you exist. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be in the form of, you know, social media or direct, whether it be DMs or direct walk up to you, guys are trying to throw themselves at you anyway, right? And a lot of cats grow up not getting that, and when they finally get to the league, they don't know how to deal with all that attention. Excuse me. They don't know how to deal with all that, you know, women throwing themselves at you. And you young, man, you want to bust something down. You want to wear something out, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna never tell you not to do that, but you got to be cognizant, right? You got to be careful. Wrap up, strap up. You know, only fuck with a certain number of women. This is only if you like that. Nobody was around him to tell him that. I don't think. Because if he was, he would, man, I sounded crazy. Because, you know what I'm saying? But if they were, he would be in a lot better situation than what he's in now. Now, granted, you know, this is kind of like that situation that happened with James Harden, about, oh Lord, what was it, 6 months ago? 6 months ago, I can't remember what light-skinned chick he was taking out. I call her light-skinned chick because I don't know her name, and I think she's kind of famous. She might be a stripper. I don't know. She's a pretty chick, you know. But he paid her like $10,000 to take her out on a date. I'm like, bruh. Now, whether that's true or not, hey, you know, because he did go on his social media and say pretty much the same thing that, you know, PJ is saying. And he like, stop the cap, like, bruh. But, you know, regardless of if that's true or not, you know, you go on social media, you see cats like, man, $10,000, man, he just signed a $50 million contract for X amount of years, or he just signed a $250 million contract for 4 years. He making $50 million a year, man. That 10 bands ain't shit. This is true. If I gave you $50 million right now, and I say, hey, give me 10,000 back, you would be like, is that it? Like, you sure you don't want like $1 million? I don't know if you would be like that. And some people are like, hey, man, get the fuck out of here. But if I had to take 10,000 from 50 million that I gave you, that's not that much. You wouldn't give a shit. You still got 49,999,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? But it's the principle, right? Look at how you portray yourself. Why you gotta get, so you literally paying this chick to take her out on a date that you're probably gonna still pay for. What type of simp ass shit is that? I don't give a fuck if you got money like that. Why are you doing that? That's dumb. That's whatever. Anyway, all in all, I don't think that I don't think that she should necessarily talk about the Brittany chick. I don't think that she should necessarily be put in jail because it's not illegal. Technically, it's not illegal to have a guy get you pregnant and you put him on child support. Now, because there's no way to prove that that was your intent. Because even if you've done it to 5 different guys, you could do it to the 6th guy and they'll be like, given your track record, you probably want to trap this guy. Not going to say that shit because a woman could easily be like, oh, well, this guy was different. I just wanted to, but it didn't work out. Now give me money. That's just the way it goes. All in all, I don't think she should be put in jail. I think, I guess she can get decent sleep at night because, all the money that she's making off of this shit right here and who knows who else she's been fucking with. Hey, all I know is if you a younger cat and you like on your way to the big leagues and you watching this video, be cognizant of the motherfuckers that's going to throw themselves at you. I swear to God. I swear to God, you got to watch out for the snakes, man. They only want you for your money. They only want you to put a baby in them so they can use that as ammo to literally drain a portion of your income per month. Shit, Blake Griffin had to pay like $180,000 per month for like 2 kids, right? Was it twins back in the day? Like 2-3 years ago? $180,000, nigga. For some churn? What? I know kids cost that cheese, but $180,000, nigga? No, bruh. Anyway, all in all, watch out for yourself. Be aware of people who want to be around you just for that bread, because they see you coming up. But enough for all that, man. I've been yapping long enough. It's been like 22 minutes. You see me keep looking down. I want to make sure I ain't going over time. I don't want to make no videos over 30 minutes. But anyway, before I end this episode, hey, listen. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast channel. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle, tell your granny, tell your granddaddy. Him too. I wanted to say something clever, but I fucked it up. But anyway, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you go and subscribe to my main channel, Abdul Aesthetics, where I post my trucking vlogs. I actually am working on a Atlanta vlog I did with my gal. I'm from Charleston. That's what we say. My gal, boy, look, y'all, boy, look at my gal, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm actually working on that Atlanta vlog. I'm gonna put that up in a couple days. What else? Make sure to follow me on TikTok. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. If you're here from TikTok, keep liking my shit. You know what I mean? Because if you took the time to go from TikTok to my main YouTube page to my podcast page, you really fuck with me. You really fuck with me, and I appreciate that. You smart, you loyal, you grateful. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Take a sip of this drink because it's warm in here. I got the ring light on right there, and then I got the other ring light on up, on the ceiling and shit. This truck uses a lot of battery, but it got like 40 batteries. But that's beside the point. Make sure to do that. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Everybody stay cool, stay calm, stay collected, stay groovy. Above all else, watch out for the snakes and handle it.